Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to episode 96 of the Prosperous Yogini podcast and the third of my three-part mini-series using the chakras in your business. So part one, root chakra. Let's go there. Grounding, earthing, steadying your ship, steadying yourself, receiving support from the earth beneath you, which is this massive energy center that can carry us all. She just wants us to treat her a bit better, right? Earthing there. So our root chakra found at the perineum, pelvic floor, base of the spine. Okay, then last week we did Anahata chakra, our heart center, the hollering of our heart, the seat of manifestation. Remember, Anahata meaning unstruck, and it's here where we strike the sound or we tap into the this is what right now, whatever it is, I am being called to do, and this is how I take it forward. And like I've missed out 2 other centers between them, and not because they're not important. Like the center below the heart, the solar plexus, the Manipura chakra, this is the seat of our internal fire. This is the seat of your confidence. So if you get connected to the energy center of the solar plexus, the seat of our power, heat, then this gives us the confidence to create that sound in the heart center space and take action, leading up into the throat center, because here is the seat of my voice. Here is the seat of my power, of how I project verbally out into the world. And this is so important. This is so important that it is the focus of my free masterclass. I'm going to talk about this now before I forget. Thursday, the 18th of April, 7:30 p.m. BST, UK time, British summer time. Whoop, clocks have changed, later in the evening. Join me for my magical marketing mastery masterclass. And we will be having a competition who can say that the quickest. No, I'm joking. It is free, 60 minutes, and we will be literally working on practices to open the throat center, how we can do marketing in a way that we love, say yes to the stuff that we love doing and no to the stuff that just energetically does not resonate with us, and how we can be clever in actually increasing our visibility without doing a load more work, right? Because that is not what we came here to do. And the throat center space, the Vishuddhi Chakra, is our voice, our communication. And you know, right? Let me give you a real tangible example. You know what it feels like to not be very confident in what you're saying, whether that is actually you don't have the subject knowledge to be saying what you're saying, in which case I bet you have knowledge elsewhere that you can share, but more that either you lack confidence in what your subject knowledge is and it's there, or the people you're talking to, maybe you don't want to talk to them, they're the wrong people, or maybe you told yourself that, imposter syndrome, they're going to find me out if I start sharing this information. Whether we are yoga teachers, and many of us in our service-based businesses, we are using our voice to deliver our services. I mean, for yoga teachers, our voice is everything. It's how we guide our students. And for some yoga teachers, they work into the realm of chanting, mantra, external sound bowls. A voice is a vibration. So if you think about the heart center being this unstruck sound, this unstruck energy, the manifestation of that sound is the voice. It's coming into physical form. My words carry a power, carry a vibration. The power of song, the power of music, the power of sound bowls, the vibrations actually have a direct impact on the physical fascial tissues of the human body, and guess what? The unseen energy of the body. Oh, I could talk about this forever. But when we find our voice, when we step into our power, and we step into our power by being guided from the root center, earthy, tapped into the heart center. This is my why. This is what I've come here to do. And then you're like, you know what? even though my beautiful brain may tell me I don't know enough, I'm needed. Nobody's going to want this. Even though my beautiful brain may tell me all of those things, I'm just going to have a change of mic. I need to buy myself a new mic. If my voice has changed, I've just tried to slightly change my mic. I'm still very much here. My throat chakra hasn't changed. So when I tap into my why, my heart center, it leads me to speak my truth, regardless of the noise of this mind stuff. Okay. But the throat center energy isn't just about the verbal speech that I take. As a business owner, we are using our words in so many places. We are using our words on social media, on Instagram, on our Instagram, Facebook posts. We may be using our words on our website. We may be using our words on email marketing. I've just started a Substack community. Yes, it's video, but I also write for that. And I find that when I connect to that heart center space from a grounded place, that what I'm being guided to say is much easier. When I post on social media, it's much more aligned. I know what to say. I think one of the hardest things in social media is that damn bio, right? Because it's like, okay, you have X amount of words to tell me why I should pay attention to you. And this is the other thing with our voice, and one of the challenges that we can have is we can feel we need to use our voice to get people to notice us, to visibility. We talk about visibility, growing community, growing our audience. And you're like, well, how do I do that? Actually, I use that through my voice. Everyone's told videos are king. I've got to show my face. I've got to then show my voice. And like, how many of us feel okay with that? I've got a great story about my voice. I think I've just about got time for this. So I grew up in Hertfordshire, in Stevenage. I have a certain accent. It's not Cornish. And when I was a school teacher, it was actually quite useful. You used to be able to cut through the noise. Right. It used to carry. And my dad as well is pretty much deaf, and has been since I was born. And as children in our household, to get our dad to hear us, we had to speak pretty loud. And I would often repeat information for my dad, say at the supermarket, in a louder tone of voice. So I've got a loud voice. I've got a certain accent. I can sometimes forget how loud my voice is and say something inappropriate too loud in a public place. My dad does that too. I'll blame him for that one. But they are my sort of like perceptions of my voice, my accent, the volume of my voice, the story of my voice, right? And then when I took that into the role of a yoga teacher, then like vinyasa, toddler yoga, pregnancy yoga, fine, but it used to make me think that I couldn't lead mindfulness, meditation, breathwork very well. And when I first started teaching yin yoga, it's really embarrassing to admit this, I actually didn't start teaching yin yoga. I employed another teacher to lead the yin yoga for me, because I believed her voice was better suited to yin yoga. Can you believe? Guys, I'm sharing you this stuff because I want you to know that the rubbish, the crap that you tell yourself, these made up stories that we tell ourselves that then lead us to take these ridiculous actions or non-actions, they happen to me just as much as they happen to you. And I'm open and honest about that. And again, I think it's one of my strengths I have, like to make the energy tangible and understandable, but also so relatable to where you are right now. Because I tell you, I've done it. I've done it, been there, worn the t-shirt, and I still don't get it right. Okay. But there's the power of my belief system around my voice and how that was impacting what I was willing to do as a yoga teacher and what I wasn't willing to do. I've just got, how did I overcome that? And it was just practice. It was just experience. It was just, teaching yin yoga more and realizing actually people are loving this. I'm loving teaching it. I told myself a complete lie. Sometimes people after like yin or a restorative meditative practice, people saying that they found that really relaxing, my voice really relaxing. I was like, really? And I think this is finding our voice, finding the confidence in our voice, owning our voice. Like I can only own my childhood experiences, where I grew up, the accent that I adopted as a child. Like I could put on a pretend voice, pretend accent, but it isn't me. It's not my truth, right? I can't pretend that my dad wasn't deaf and me and my sisters spent a long time, a lot of time in our childhood, like shouting at our dad, not like shouting at him, like shouting at him, but shouting at him as a conversation. And I've got a loud voice, and sometimes I put my phone in it, and it's just owning the power of my voice. And listen, it doesn't matter who you are, what your voice sounds like. Some people will energetically resonate with it, and some people will not. Like there's a couple of people podcasts that I really like the content of the podcast, but their voice just winds me up, and I can't listen to the podcast. And I will put money on it. There are people that have perhaps come across the Prosperous Yogini podcast and gone, oh, I can't do Amy's voice. But that's okay, because for everyone that my voice isn't for them, there are people that energetically resonate with it. And it's finding that support from the heart, support from the root center, stepping into the power of your own voice, using the power of your own voice wherever you are talking to people. And part of the thing we do with our voice is to make offers, to sell, stepping into that power and using it. And that is what my magical marketing mastery masterclass is going to be all about. So it's free, 60 minutes of free gold dust. There is a replay. It's going to be available until the 30th of April. So you have no excuse not to sign up to either come along live or do the replay, 60 minutes, listen to me like a podcast, like you listen to this podcast. I'll put that in the show notes, and I'll just remind you one more time, if you'd like support in all aspects of your yoga business, please get ready to join my mentorship program. Doors open on the 22nd of April, 6-month mentorship program. And if you just have a look at the sales page and look at the price and look at how you can make your money back, it's like a no-brainer investment, because you make that money back like many, many, many times over. The energy does not finish beyond the 6 months that we work together. And then if you're not a yoga teacher, or you're just loving all this energy business stuff, right, make sure you have joined my Substack community, Energy, Mindset, Money and More. You can join for free, or you can choose to be part of the energy exchange and buy me coffee and cake for £4.40. I'm super grateful to every Substack community member, whether you're free or paid, but I won't lie, when someone chooses to subscribe at £4.40, it literally warms my cockles. It literally fills my heart with joy. I don't think I've ever been so excited by seeing someone choosing to buy me coffee and cake. It's just, there's something special in the exchange of money, exchange of energy. Alrighty then, so that's the end of that 3-part series. I've really enjoyed that. I think at some point I'm going to go deeper into it and maybe do all 7 chakras. I think that's going to be good, but for now, enjoy these 3 parts, and I will see you all next week.